So is the person standing at your side in that cutscene the person you give the ring and the maiden to? I would assume so here. Don't you understand, boy? God has already been written. Oh my god, there's a third phase to this boss battle. I'll not hear another word of Baltro's madness. Come, the final battle is upon us. Oh. Victory conditions defeat Baltro. Yikes. Okay. Well, no more Healy stuff over there. Also, in the middle of that cutscene, let me where the heck is my mouse cursor? Here it is. I can just really quickly hit this. I appreciate the follow there, Steffi-kun. Allows my chance to rearrange my squads as I see fit. Ugh. Hold on. You're a squad of 6. Galerius is back. Alright, he's not as strong as before, at least, but still. Less poison damage, more AP, more PP, gold bangle. Completely negate attacks up to 2 hits. Reduce all enemies' HP to 1. Attack a row of enemies plus 80 potency versus afflicted targets. Activates after an ally is hit by an attack, inflicts poison and minus 20% attack on a single enemy. Activates at the start of battle, completely negate attacks. Okay, so we can keep on getting them back there. Baltro. Strength and Fury. Recover HP after every battle. Cannot be defeated by stage damage. Let's see here. HP plus 20. Magic defense plus 10. Okay, so he's definitely a lot more physically weak. Is Ruby and Sapphire. Blindness immunity, death blow immunity, passive seal immunity. Okay. Unicorn's Wrath. Magic boosting 999 hit rate true. Harness the Zenoiran souls denied a merciful death by the curse of the unicorn. Attacks all enemies. What? Hold on. Uh-huh. How do I not die? A necromancer of ancient Zenoira, well-versed in dark forbidden magic. Bears skills which allow him to utilize the souls of Zenoira which are trapped in the beyond. Maybe the damage of it will go down as I defeat, like, other foes or something? I don't know. He has a lot of HP. What? And then there's the 4 generals. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yes. All allies a buff that negates 1 attack. Oh, good. Yikes. Welcome back, Guzma. What the heck? Stun and burn. 4 hits? They are all ridiculously OP. I genuinely don't know what I'm gonna do here. Maybe as I take out these guys. I defeated what I thought was the final boss. It wasn't, and now the true final boss is starting. I don't know how I just don't die to this. Ranged, unguardable, uncoverable. Sorry to hear about that. I don't know how I just don't die to this. I'm not entirely sure.
Time is at hand. We shall never.
Yeah, it seems like. Oh, crap. My units aren't all exactly in the best of places from before.
Shall see it done.
Does Eltalin die first? Is that why I'm...
Till my dying breath.
Okay. Galerius was the final boss. I need a save here immediately. That's what I need to do. It's the overworld. Okay. It's someone else here.
I shall see it done. I've done
Let's
all
say
Another step up. I wield this
I
lance
deal
for
with
the
some
people
of these
Cornwall.
jerks.
Your decree made manifest.
Out of curiosity,
Divine will pass down your mandate.
deal with you. Maybe you to an extent.
My skill? My wings shall take me.
There's some that I can definitely deal with.
Reform our ranks.
I need health back. Also, I don't think you're gonna use that one though, are you? Magic assists. I mean, nah.
Fae shall guide me. Time to act.
Okay.
With the
Yeah.
blessing of the Fae,
You should deal with some of this stuff.
Fae shall guide me. I'll do as I must. By the Fae's grace.
The day will be ours.
Wait.
Just a moment.
Let's say I go back to what I was doing before. Like this.
The day will be ours. The time is at hand.
Okay, you can deal with stuff here pretty well too.
We march. Just a moment.
How about
The day will be ours. The time is at hand. The path is set.
then
A test from
my
my
board
map. I'll
nuke.
show you what a witch can do.
deal with a lot of this crap? Not all of it, but a lot of it. She can deal with it. So that is exactly what she's going to do.
A test for my magic. I'll show you what a witch can do. It'll be done.
You don't magic assist or anything, right? Like, yeah.
My bow is strong. I trust you'll make the right decision. Show
I mean, I can have you on the field for some range assists. Just out of curiosity here.
will not be disappointed.
Send you that way. Send you to deal with some of these guys.
Witness the might of an angel. Withdrawing for the moment.
In fact, maybe I actually will.
Judgment shall. You'll not be disappointed. I take to the skies.
So maybe we lead with this. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. Okay. Take out this guy.
Want to keep going?
Hopefully there's a finite amount of these guys. It's not like one of those infinite reinforcement Fire Emblem maps or something. That would kind of suck. Yeah. And they all boost their damage that they can put out.
All is well.
But that's fine. Nice. Yeah, Berengaria can deal with that front row. She acts before them, so they're not going to be able to act. They're all going to be stunned. Spending their turns recovering from being stunned.
I believe in you.
Okay.
For
Nice.
you. This should help.
Accuracy up. Nice. Get out of here.
I know you're here.
A little bit of trying.
Some level ups.
For you.
Also, why did I not do this from the beginning?
Let me show you what a dark elf
Time
can
to
do.
act. As you will it.
Maybe I should go around the other way.
Stake my honor on this battle.
I'm here.
Just curious. Okay.
Today, this horror shall reach its conclusion.
Oh, maybe main characters have unique dialogue here. Maybe.
The Fae shield us.
Okay, nice. Back to fully healed again. We are gonna eat some damage before this battle ends. But that's okay.
Be healed.
We strive.
That is all right. We can deal with that. I'm pretty sure I can only use 5 items in true Zenoiran mode. I'm fairly certain here. Okay, this guy just dies. So now taking out some of them.
From my sight.
This guy's going this way, so I should probably go around this way. Myself, that's what I should probably do. It's still that. So I still don't know what to do.
I'll not go easy on you.
Yeah, that one's free, so go for that. No reason not to. May as well get it while they're healing up in the middle there. All right, we haven't done this all battle. Bam. Because, yeah, a lot of enemy setups seem to kind of stomp this squad of mine. But not this one. Or the other one.
I wonder if I'm stronger than Lady Ocleus.
Okay.
Witness the might of an angel.
Can Elaine deal with them? Because if so, you get more Valor points.
Not be
Which means it
disappointed.
would actually make more sense for you to be going for that.
Until my dying breath, by your royal word.
Okay. More kills Elaine gets more Valor points I get. Which will help set me up for the final battle here a little bit better.
Victory is assured.
So it might not be a bad idea to do that.
Nothing's stopping me now.
The time
Okay.
is at hand. Onward.
We'll take out that guy. Then,
I see you don't value your life.
hoping I'd be able to heal. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. Guess I could have always tried taking out Demonic Pact. But oh well. Appreciate it there. Alright, yeah. Just the two paladins at the front. Or Great Knights or whatever the heck they are.
Give me a hand.
Well, I'll do. Take out that caster. That guy in the back too.
All you.
Now it's just those guys.
With my very life.
With my very life. So I guess I'm gonna be at 53 for the rest of this battle. I think from the forecast. Is there an AP thing that you can do to heal? Is that the 2 AP one and that's why you couldn't heal Gloucester?
Tis my charge fulfilled. I seize this victory as my own. I shall see it done.
Don't do that.
I'll show you what a witch can do.
Until my dying breath.
Basically, and then also using his soul and putting him into the squad here along with all the generals that I fought before. So literally every boss that I fought up to that point, plus the actual final boss. So, yeah, not really looking forward to facing him with all that, that entire squad of 6 incredibly OP characters I'm facing there. And I'm really not sure how I'm gonna handle it yet.
Together now.
'Cause I don't know how I just don't die to the final boss immediately.
On top of the world.
I'm not entirely sure here. I'll take out these guys and then figure it out.
Don't get any idea.
But right now, I really don't know.
We can do this.
Huh?
Yeah, that Unicorn's Wrath attack
Another step. Almost
is the thing that's
there, you know?
screwing over the strategy right now. Like, how do I just not die? But yeah. I mean, I have beaten this game before, but this time I put in the effort to get the true ending, and on the hardest difficulty, so like...
Withdrawing for the moment.
Yeah, here I am.
Your villainy ends here.
Maybe something will happen when I take out all the other guys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if something just happens to happen.
Don't go dying on me. You okay?
We shall see.
Victory is assured.
If maybe he doesn't immediately wreck me anymore. It's a bad ending. I failed in my journey by defeating Galerius and not knowing the secret of his power. Okay.
Coming for you.
Take out that guy.
Feeling damn good.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll take out you guys too. Big spins.
Be restored.
Wait, can I use my thing now?
The fruit of my labor.
Basically, if you strike him down, he possesses your body and you become like the new host and he lives on through you. Unleash its true power amidst the sea of miasma. Can I finally do something with that? Let's say Astral Blade is on. It still has mystery conditions.
We march.
And I still just die. And this one, Celestial Light, unleash its true power amidst the sea of miasma. I still don't know what to do with that. Maybe do that, actually.
I'll
I don't
show
think
you
you're
what a
doing
witch can
things.
do.
I guess you can actually do things there. Maybe I'll deploy someone else that can deal with that. Like Unify Squad.
Bow strung. Easy. Ready.
Maybe what I'll do.
I'm on my way.
So...
Good.
take out these last couple of guys and see what happens. Yep, he basically does. And we found out that secret and got the power to change that.
To let you earn all the glory, Elaine. Now come.
But
Let Prince and King strike together.
now he's been stricken down and true final boss Beltro is here. He used the power of the Holy Unicorn Ring in the game that I was going to use
Aim and
before my plans were thwarted.
strike together. We march.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Got him.
Got him.
Arrows fly even farther now.
So yeah, we'll see if something
I wield
happens.
this lance for the people I advance.
Is this the place?
I have reached until my dying breath.
Time to act.
Okay.
As you will it.
Just say the word.
No, he basically just killed the guy before I could, and
Going there now.
is using his power to use the full force of all the Zenoiran souls to immediately wreck me. Okay, so
Your
we'll
fate
do
is
this.
sealed.
Oh my god. What? Why'd the combat forecast change? 92. 115, 134. I'm still gonna lose some allies. Whatever. I don't think I'm using you against the final boss anyway. I don't think I can. 15, 4. So I guess that's fine. Basically sacrificing the squad to achieve this purpose, and then just use you for range assist for the whole rest of this.
I'll go first.
But yeah,
Your final.
it's the guy that he killed that had that ability. But now the final boss has the ability of harnessing the souls of
We're not finished.
all those of his group, his kingdom, his nation, Zenoira. He was the master sorcerer of. Yikes, so that's what happens. That sucks. Might clean you up in time.
Was that it?
Nothing seems to have changed.
Time is at hand.
I don't have a different Valor skill or anything that I can pop. I feel like there's gotta be... Baltro killed the guy that can revive himself before I killed him for real, and now he's using his soul and the souls of everyone else to, like, be able to one-shot me all the time. No matter what I do. Which implies to me that there's something that I'm missing here.
With the blessing of the Fae.
And I don't know what it is. Like, I can get some decent damage in here. But I die because of his god attack. One's Wrath. Like, you would think it would have something to do with Astral Blade. Unleash its true power amidst the Sea of Miasma. And it has mystery conditions. And the Ring of the Maiden. Activates before an ally is attacked with something. Maybe before the god attack?
Time to act.
Doing a lot less damage. Receiving a lot less damage. Maybe I need to make a squad with Berengaria and Elaine together. Maybe what I need to do. Unleash its true power amidst the Sea of Miasma. And activates before an ally is attacked with blank. Unleash its true power via Sea of Miasma. I can try it out before I go to Google. I can try here. I'll go into the slot. Or, I don't know, I guess it didn't really matter.
With the blessing of the Fae. By the Fae's
Bow
grace.
strung.
I shall see it done.
Simply say the word. Don't worry.
We march. The path is set.
This is the place.
They respawn infinitely. That some of you are no limit. You are not arrested until the soldiers tear you limb from accursed limb. It's a good thing I saved. I do need to
Back.
beat the final boss there
Anything
some
you
other
need.
way. Let me just play for now in this file. Out. Out, 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 out. Where the heck? Berengaria. Oh, I have Nigel that I can slap in here too if I really want. Yeah, inflicting burn would probably be pretty good. Just out of curiosity. Hold on. This is my file that I'm just playing on, so I can just do that. Who else would be like some of my best units in this whole game? That'd be for debuffs, maybe. Is that gonna help me all that much? Scarlet wouldn't be a bad idea. Revolve a target's buffs. Are they buffing a lot there? Maybe removing our own debuffs. Something, I don't know. Their ability to negate damage, would that count as a buff, I wonder, that I could negate? No, it's basically all Healy stuff. Not really stuff that's gonna support me outside of that. All allies a buff that negates a single debuff. I do kind of want the thing that gives me plus 20 initiative, though. Debuffs from an ally grants a target immunity to 1 debuff. Having an Elven Archer in might not be a bad idea. Honestly. Might not exactly be the worst idea ever. I mean, others at my disposal. Blindness be able to do much? Would be able to help me? Maybe? Let's say I had Travis in here. And he was set to front row, yeah. Just out of curiosity here.
The day will be ours.
Hawk? What?
Time is at hand.
Why do I have that as the thing? It is when they fight together. Like, I can set up my full characters to work better in this situation. Sure. I just want to learn how it works for now, and then I'll reload that save. Give me a sec. Give me just 1 second here.
To the skies. Nowhere is too far.
Just for the sake of testing.
Victory awaits.
We march.
I just want to see what happens with this haphazardly put together squad.
Soon be
You have my aid. I'm here.
Just show me what happens, then I'm reloading save. So I think we do have to fight together.
The futile struggle of a rebellion dam.
So what happens when he tries to use his god attack?
Cornian whelp. Cease these fatuous endeavors.
And is it going to be more worthwhile to use my unicorn ring attack and not the spin?
Many times you've tried, Baltro, but you shall never break our spirit. I promise you that. Now prepare to be vanquished by the might of Febrit.
One scalp left, and it's the biggest snake of them all. Breathe deep, Baltro. I promise it'll be your last.
So I'm basically going to need to devise a god squad to kill him. Is what I'm going to need to do here. So I'm interpreting.
Better get moving.
Okay, so Eyes of the Warrior Princess on the enemy side is not going to be used. I also wonder if mine would be more worthwhile using than Royal Order. I do wonder. Yep, it is indeed. Ooh, it hits multiple. Stall.
Better heal up.
Okay. Yep, it is indeed. So if I build up this squad in such a way and give enough support with everyone else, I might be able to make this work. Maybe. Because he has experience. With age comes experience, I guess. Yeah, so I activate that. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, that does save me from his god attack. So I need to be here with the wielder of the Ring of the Maiden. Or else the battle's just impossible because he just insta-kills me otherwise. Yeah, so Astral Blade is probably better than my spin. So if I just devise a specific god squad, I wonder if there's some way. That I factor in my God Cavalier squad into this. Some way, somehow. I do wonder. Because, I mean, he's going to summon his reinforcements. I'm pretty sure I can range assist from here. So if I just pull everyone back, devise what I need to, hasten call myself zoom over there, then I can do it. But I need to play the best strategy gameplay of my life. First of all, put down guard call. Right here. I'm about to get a whole bunch of valor back anyway. I want as much valor as I can get. Go withdraw. I need you to withdraw too. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything else that I can put down. This maybe.
Ready.
Yeah, Merciful Rain as well. I don't think I need any healing here. No, we're good. Pretty much good. Not perfect, but I don't know if I'm going to use any of those other units anyway.
Until my dying
Simply
breath.
say the word.
I mean, might I want to use Gloucester? Gloucester is pretty good, but like, is he that important? And how many items? I can use 5 item uses. So I could just heal him up with an item if it turns out that I really need to.
Wield this lance for the people of Cornea. By your royal word.
Okay, yeah.
Simply say the word.
You just be at the ready here to range assist. In fact, go
It'll be
here.
done.
So you're already out on the field anyway. And you,
Bow strung.
go here too.
Got it.
Alright.
I've done all
Get over there.
Spirits are high.
Yeah, I know. Depths of beyond know no limit. I'll not rest until its soldiers tear you limb from a cursed limb. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Morale soars.
How did I accidentally run into him?
We can avoid it.
Yeah. I think I saved. So I need to be careful as I'm walking by that I don't accidentally touch him. Then he kills me. That's what I need to be careful of. Okay. I need to make the God Squad.
We march.
I'll show you what a witch can do.
It's right there. I'm blind. I can use a point on this too.
Excellent.
That down. Draw.
Set.
Yeah, that's what I need. Because it's only the squad that has the Ring of the Maiden that can just not immediately die to him. The
Your
thing.
decree made manifest.
So it's quite literally what I need to do.
Moving out.
Alright, zoom. Before you go back, put down the sigil. Down the sigil here. Go.
A death
should be
I
fun.
swear to repay.
Ready.
Now be careful as you walk past him. Do not touch him.
I'm on my way.
But yeah. Looks like Elden Ring there on the map? Oh, what?
Just say the word. Going there now.
Go there.
Just a moment. Our spirits are high. Morale soars.
Yeah. Summon all your friends. But yeah, I can't stay for long, but you wanted to say hello. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, Aniki. Just in the middle of trying to
Heading back.
beat this and losing my mind because it's actually really hard. Those circles and rings, the Elden Ring sigil? The Elden Ring sigil. Also, is my sigil gone? Oh, just like the golden pattern thingamabob? My
Anything
thing
you
just
need.
gone.
I need
Whoops!
to go.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Let me show you what a dark elf can do.
I wouldn't be close enough
Your
for that.
orders then. I need to go.
Our prospects.
Okay. So. Basically gonna have to assist with all my other squads. So I'm gonna need to do. I'm gonna dismantle this one since I'm not gonna be able to use it here anyway. I gotcha there. I might be able to factor it here in some way. So dismantle. And all my really, really god tier items, let's all just pump it into this squad. With this game beaten. Berengaria is here. I'm thinking I might just want to use Nigel because he does seem really good, actually. As a matter of fact. He is... Am I blind? And give him a whole bunch of good crap. Is there anyone that has super incredibly good crap that I want to take right now? Like, I can pass around a whole bunch of my other things. Ancient Crown, give me that. Give to me. I might want Grand Barras too. Yeah. Yeah, all the rings in this are it basically shows the area that my allies can cover me with to offer some assists. I'm taking this for now. I'm gonna give it to someone. Heroes Medallion, I'm probably gonna want that. I need the God Squad. So I'm taking your crap. Because I want it. I don't think they're poisoning me or anything. So... might not matter that much. Here's a couple extras. It's not like I need to unequip every single one. Or anything. Okay. Might not need that. Conferring something on might be fun. Maybe. I mean, like... I don't know. I need the squad. This is who I'm thinking in the front row. Considering the help with debuffs, I'm thinking Eltalin might be a good way to go too. But with the Cure and Heal, remove all their debuffs. Might not be a bad idea. 30 damage for one attack. Like, that's really good. And maybe if you just focus on healing. No, you don't need that. Attack minus 20% and initiative minus 10, as opposed to all allies plus 20 initiative. If they're all initiative minus 10, then I'm basically getting half of that anyway. Plus they hit me for 20% less damage. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take off Elaine's Rapid Order. That's kind of what I'm thinking here. You are going to get Rosalind's Lance Elhal. Buff all stats by 5. Nigel. What the heck do you want? And remind me about your things. Flex Burn. If the target's already burning. I could bring Auk in here, and he can burn more people. Stun. Potency for afflict targets. A row of enemies ignores 50% defense and inflicts burn. When an ally is attacked, cover with a medium guard grants more AP. It's pretty good. Inflicts burn and removes all of the target's buffs. That's really good. So, I mean, like... I might just... Are there any super important accessories I might want to give him? Alright, so he has a regular shield rather than a great shield. Debuff immunity is going to do wonders for me here. So, the Kingsblade Cornix, I can give that to him. Then he gets all stats plus 5. That's a good idea, actually. Get a whole bunch of King's weapons here. And then Clive has the Dream Crown. So if I give him, like, the Dream Crown, and then I give him the... what's it? That raises one of each. Hold on. I probably should just loot. But I probably should have done. That would be, at the top of all these, Amethyst. Then I give him that. Then, I may as well just show this. Then he has 4 AP, 3 PP. And that would be pretty darn good. Yeah. Let's use it plus 1 PP. Yeah. Would be pretty good, I think. Be pendant. Yeah, the only other all stats plus 5 thing also gives an extra PP, which I'm already good on. I could always give the Azure Crest Shield Plus to him, actually, and then I get Grand... No, I don't need Grand Virus. I already have debuff immunity like this. So that might not be super worthwhile to do. My last unit that I can put in the squad... Like, who would benefit this squad the most? I could get more burning with Gloucester. And I think burning is one of the things that they're a little bit more weak to. Just from the fact that, like, they're immune to so many other things. Kind of the case. Like, if I just stack up burning, that might not be a bad idea. And if I put Gloucester in here, then I can really, really get some burning damage. So that might be the play. Maybe. My other choices here, I mean, are basically anyone. Right now I'm leaning towards Gloucester. I'll put in Gloucester for now. But... is there someone else that I might want more? Scarlet might not be a bad option just for removing targets buffs. Not be the worst option ever. I can get burning this way too with Fire Breath. Second row of enemies inflicts burn. Gloucester, on the other hand. 50-50. Then I get some magic damage that way too. Inflicts burn. More potency versus debuff targets. And they are going to be debuffed, considering I have the Warrior Princess at the beginning, unless they remove the debuff somehow. So that would actually work pretty well as part of this squad. So I am thinking that Gloucester's probably the way to go here. Yeah, thinking Gloucester. That's what I think here. More PP, HP recovery. There's something even better. Gives me an extra PP as well. Not a bad idea. I don't know if I really need heal 10% HP when using active skill. I'm taking this. I mean, but the other crown, that's an extra PP too. Is there anyone else that can potentially take it? Maybe I really don't need this, but the amount that I'm defending is gonna change all that much. 32 initiative. So Nigel's still gonna be going first. I mean, I can't go wrong with initiative, just in general. That was this one. I can put that on for now. Semi-guard seal immunity. Don't really need that. If I instead put in someone with a weapon type that I don't have yet, like bow, then I could also have like another king's weapon on for all stats plus 5 that way. It is worth noting. But I mean, who would I put in here? What can Unifi do? Unifi is in the one that's already deployed here. In theory, if I want to change things up, if she was just a part of that squad and wasn't using Glacial Rain, do they count as armored, out of curiosity? Doesn't look like, no. Of target's initiative and additional damage. Kinda nice. Let's freeze. That's not bad, but... Attack 3. Yeah, that's pretty good, but... I think Gloucester might still be the better way to go here. Even if I can put on a king's weapon. So... yeah. More initiative, more evasion. Hold on. Do I have a buffed up Carnelian shield? Scarlet Crest shield? What I wanted to say. I could do that, plus the one of each thing. Alright, maybe I should just try this for now. Helleborus Axe, that's fine. Charmer of the Sun and Moon. Yeah, you can just get 4 PP that way. Here's all stats plus 5. Okay. I'm thinking... off, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't they not caring about poison, though? Take 50% less poison damage. So I'm thinking the other thing. I should... whoops. Hang on. Hold on. I'm thinking that Venom Axe may not be done. Let's do Vengeful Axe. Wise. Kind of what I'm thinking. And in terms of other really good items I have that I could just give someone, were there any other God tier items I had? There was debuff immunity. I don't really have much other wiggle room. That might not be a bad idea here. Oh, this was the APPP. Physical attack. I forgot I had that. So, I mean, let's say I have these off. I could put on this instead. Like that. And then... Ancient Crown. And then, from there... I forget what the other thing I had on before was. But I was thinking about putting on the Holy Unicorn Signet. But rather than that... Yeah, I forgot about my Hero's Medallion. And this is why it's good to go through everything and just remind myself here. And this is why it's good to do. Go down to my medallions. Yeah, this is just a better Lapis, but I have things that are better than that. Rather than the Charm of Sun and Moon. 1 Hero's Medallion, bringing you up to 4 of each. Yeah, debuff immunity. That is going to help me a decent bit here. Maybe I want the Hero's Medallion on you, actually, because you're closer up. You're going to be eating more hits here. So let's do a little bit of a trade here. Really quickly. Trade ya. There. So the person that's on the front line gets the slightly extra defense. That 1 point. I'll do more physical attack. Are you going to care more about that? 83, 86. Ignores 50% defense and inflicts burn. Yeah, I think you're going to care more about that. This is what I think here. Anything else that's god tier that I forgot about? Let me just scroll through and make extra sure here. Can't be too safe. No, not that. Not that one. No. Let's do a quick double check here. Yeah, there's that. Alright, equip some of those things. Those are equipped. I think I'm pretty good. I could equip the Holy Unicorn Signet. Because I don't think my magic attack is going to matter all that much here. I will get slightly better heals with more magic attack, but debuff immunity, that might well help me here. I'm grabbing this. Holy Unicorn Signet. Okay, Ring of the Maiden, Ruby Pendant. Yes. Yes. There's something better than the Warrior's Medallion. There was the Hero's Medallion, but like... Lionheart. Physical defense will go up a little bit. I guess by 2 there. They both give physical attack plus 10%, but the Warrior's Medallion gives physical attack plus 2. Get more critical rate and more accuracy. Am I really going to be missing that much, though? I get more defenses from this. I get plus 3 in both my defenses. It's worth noting. Minus 2 physical attack. A little bit better longevity. Might well be a little bit better. So yeah, Warrior's Medallion is just 2 more points of physical attack. 5? Apparently. Or 6, sorry, I don't know how numbers work. Huh. Why is it giving me so much more? What? How does that calculation work? It should be giving me plus 2. I'm so confused. Maybe I will grab a Warrior's Medallion, after all. As much damage as I possibly can. So out of curiosity here, let's say I deploy these assholes. Ho ho ho! I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay. Save over this slot, I think. Okay. So then,
We march.
if I withdraw,
The day will be ours.
and then I quickly do this, I don't want anyone else to screw with me before I get over there, kick his butt.
At your service.
So I'm gonna make sure that I am going fast. Okay.
I stand ready. Heading to ground.
And then, all the assists.
Let me show you what a dark elf can do.
All of
By
them.
my divine bow, my wings shall take me. Departing at once.
Ready anytime.
Get a little bit
Got it.
closer. Okay, some more range assist might be better, but
As foreseen.
here's a range assist.
My bow is strung.
I'm gonna be calling it really darn close there.
It's my duty as a priestess. I'm far from helpless.
Okay. Is there anyone else I'd even really want to deploy? Like, I can... Wait. Why don't I just, like... stack up as many of the Dudos as I can and then get extra damage? I can do that if it turns out that I really need to. Even with what I've made right now, I might just be fine. So it might not be all that necessary, honestly. Might not be all that necessary.
The time is at hand.
I saved not that long ago. I can try it from here.
Onward.
Pass down your mandate.
Like, I can go at this a couple times.
The time is at hand.
I do wonder if I did Valorous Order. Much difference it would make. Alright. My God Squad versus his God Squad. I don't even need to heal Gloucester. Like, we're good here.
To me.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see this thing that I concocted.
I can help.
Oh, I can't just win. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yep, God Force versus God Force.
Next to you. I'm here. You have. I can help.
Okay.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, let's just do someone with a whole bunch of stamina. Unstoppable Force versus a movable object. He's gonna live with like the tiniest little bit of health. But then we'll come back and pick him off. Tell him how many times we have to teach you this lesson, old man.
The futile struggle of a rebellion tab. Your end
Now we just
draws
watch the
near,
fireworks.
Cornian whelp. Cease these fatuous endeavors and return to nothingness unending.
Many times you've tried, Baltro, but you shall never break our spirit. I promise you that. Now prepare to be vanquished by the might of Everett.
I could have finagled my tactics as well a little bit, but it's fine.
And it's the biggest snake of
I
them
do have
all.
Astral Blade on, right?
Breathe deep, Baltro.
Jeez.
I promise it'll be
Well, I'm
your
not gonna
last.
die when he's at 1 HP. I'm gonna live here. Magical assist, get some damage in. Ow!
At least try.
Alright. Everybody's debuffed. Yeah, debuff immunity on half of us. Over half of us. Yeah, Astral Blade. Okay.
Not finished
Advance
yet.
cover. Raising his AP. Phantom counter. Thanks, Nigel. I'm immune to debuffs. And status effects count as debuffs. Okie doke. Well, I'm a win. So it's fine. Yeah, you can get poisoned though and attack down. Dark Flame, let's see it. Attack down, no crits. Let's see it though. Yeah, basically no damage. But it inflict burn on them, and that burn is gonna do good damage. Attack down and poison. Fine. Oh, you're not debuffing him! That's not happening. Ooh, cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, the music of this game's pretty good, but not like a masterpiece or anything, I wouldn't say. Oh, look at all that burning damage. Arc Conferral. Okay. Good.
Let me heal you.
We're good here. Dies from cringe. Dies from cringe. And fire too, I guess. But that was only secondarily.
Be healed.
Alright. Dark Armor, see if I care. Celestial Light. You are not going to get me with that Unicorn's Wrath. Not happening. Oh, and Gloucester raises defense and attack. Is that procs his skill? Ooh. Ooh. Alright, just down to the back row here. So much damage to Baltro, holy crap. Wow. Alright, let's see it. No damage, do I still inflict burn? I don't. Baltro's burning. I feel like Galerius is gonna be the last person standing here. If that's even really Galerius anymore. If he's not just like a hollow shell. What's he doing? Baltro, that is. Smacking the ground there. What's he up to? Ooh, nice. Smacking the ground with his staff. He lived with one. Not for long. Oh, maybe he has to be the last one to go down and he'll always live with one. Otherwise. Okay. Wait. That's why he's not dying. Wait, how do I kill him? Maybe the Holy Unicorn Blade needs to kill him. Or the Astral Blade is what I need to do. And I ran out of AP that time. So, is everyone back with that? Nope, just him healing a little bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Astral Blade that needs to kill him. But yeah, no, the Unicorn has a lot to do with the lore and the reason why this kingdom was kind of torn asunder and now wants to come back, as we found out towards the end here.
Awaiting further instruction.
Your villainy ends
Yeah, I'm
here.
pretty sure Astral Blade needs to be the thing to kill him, or else he doesn't fall. So yeah, you do need to kill him with Elaine. Alright, let's see it. Here it comes. But this time he's not coming back. Arrows to the face. Fireballs to the face. Ow, arrows to my face. I don't even know who's shooting me there. Alright, one.
Going?
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Yep, Astral Blade is the only thing that can kill him. Nice. Jeez.
This is nothing.
Wow.
My legs grow heavy.
It has been done. I got a single carnelian pendant. Fuck off, game.
Whilst I still feast on the souls of Zenoiran, thy might is eternal.
Do you not seek their resurrection?
A witless idea, born of the fool Galerius. He served his purpose well enough in prizing open the gate to the beyond. And now, he shall be consumed like all the rest. What's more, there would be little benefit in reviving mere humans.
Do the souls of your brethren mean nothing to you?
That's fuel for my magic. Most certainly. What primitive evil should I reanimate next, I wonder? A monster capable of crushing Fevris beneath its heel, perhaps?
Enough of your games.
Spirits of Zenoira, hear my call. Your emperor is no more, and in his place, a tyrannical fiend who craves nothing but absolute control. Tell me, is this what you truly desire? To sacrifice your very essence in service of this demon?
Pathetic child.
Souls of the departed, if you've any humanity left within you, lend me your aid!
Oh. Their strength is leaving me. You've ruined everything, accursed fool!
These souls are not a power one can wield, Baltro. They are human lives, human will in its purest form.
Impossible! The city's very nature has been recast! How is this happening? It appears we arrived just in time. This isn't how my tale concludes. I won't allow it! The only escape awaiting you, Ultro, is death's cold embrace. Wretched disciples! You dare turn on your master! The time has come, Bunny.
Let us lift the curse of the unicorn and bring the salvation of heaven to these lost souls.
Just what I've been waiting for.
Nihility beckons. All of my knowledge, all of my research, lost to the endless emptiness of time. Warriors of Ferrith, you have our eternal gratitude on behalf of every Zenoiran soul to have ever
That's a lot of new archive entries. Also, that music at the end was actually hype as heck.
Ah, there you are. Your coronation is set to commence at any moment.
A word first, if I may. With the much-awaited fall of Zenoiran rule, we finally attained our most coveted dream. 'Twas a vow I made to the ring itself. A promise fashioned out of steel and blood. Yet, can a champion tempered in the flames of war truly lead in times of peace?
From the day of its very inception, Your Highness, the Liberation Army has boasted a singular gift. Its ranks born nobles, sellswords and civilians alike, disparate nations united as one under a common banner. Your banner. None could ever question the strength of such a leader.
He speaks the truth, you know.
Should you not be sound in bed right now?
And miss the day my son is crowned king? I wouldn't so much as dream of it. Elaine, you stand before me a man full grown. One who will rule these lands with compassion and love. Just as you've done for all those who fought beside you. Be proud, my son. Not only of what you accomplished, but how you've made it so.
I will, Mother. Thank you both, from the depths of my heart. Now then, a radiant future for Cornea awaits.
Year 906 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Thus, with all of Fevrith as his witness, a bold young king ascended the throne. Ere long, the scourge of Galerius and ancient Zenoira would be little more than footnotes on the pages of history. And those scars of war yet blighted the land. Its people, awed and inspired by Cornea's noble ruler, began their arduous trek down the path to recovery. Forevermore would the Chronicles of Fevrith extol the Savior Elaine's sacred journey, a legend only embellished in the generations to come. That of a divine beast and a liberator king that bore its name. The unicorn Overlord.
They said the name of the game, so you know it's serious. And so you know it's the end. Oh, it's credits now. Okay, it's like credits, but also cutscene. Normally I start giving my review during the credits. I don't know if I should, because it's still cutscene here. Or how long this walk is going to be. Exactly. I mean, I can say for now, for the most part, I love that game. Like, it wasn't perfect. It had more than its fair share of flaws. But that was genuinely the most fun video game I've played in a decent while. Like, I was pretty addicted to this game for a decent while. Its gameplay loop was just really, really fun. Oh, there's Patrick Seitz! Name I recognize. I probably would have recognized more names if I was paying more attention during some of these earlier thingamabobs. Oh, well. Oh, well, there. This is a long hallway. My goodness. Like, I'll give my full review after cutscene stuff is through. But the general stuff right now is that was a really, really fun game, and honestly, like, a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of strategy games that I'm used to playing around here. Like, it was something very different compared to stuff that I've experienced before. Yeah, there's Patrick's sights again. And it was very enjoyable and satisfying. And I loved customizing my builds and finding broken stuff. This is one of those games that is kind of like Bravely Default and Bravely Second, where the game fully expects you to break it in half by finding crazy combinations, and that's what the game wants of you, and I like that. Hey look, it's that ancient crown that gives me a whole bunch of extra stats. Just kidding, I'm sure it's a different crown, but... Wow, is that all there is to it? The underwhelming coronation there. Alright. Well, that was certainly something there. Alright, what kind of stuff should I go through first here, I wonder? How about the story? The story, it kind of reminded me of Fire Emblem 1 / Shadow Dragon, in that, like, oh, the kingdom has fallen to the bad guys, the prince has to flee, has to regain his strength, has to come back and save the day and all that. And part of me wonders if it was inspired by that a little bit, because there are a decent few Fire Emblem ideas that are taken by this game, like the whole rapport conversations, that is basically the equivalent of Fire Emblem support conversations. That is something that I've liked here. So there are definitely aspects and vibes that were Fire Emblem like that I got from it. And the story, generally speaking, gave me Fire Emblem 1 vibes, where the general premise kind of parallels Marth's story, but I'll talk more about that as, oh, well, it's still credits here. Unless it's more story stuff here. I could probably keep on chatting during this. Where you gotta come back and beat the bad guys and save the day and all that. And the whole, oh, the foes that, oh, it's like Fire Emblem in this sense too. After the war, left rule of Cornea to Elaine and set forth to hone his mastery of the blade. Whenever he encountered former allies on his travels, he and they would spar just as they did during their prior days with the Liberation Army. Though there was great distance between him and Elaine, their bond of friendship remained strong as ever, and Lex swore to brandish his sword for his king should the need arise. And here's a way in which it's superior than Fire Emblem in its credits, character epilogues here, whatever they're called. Yeah, character epilogues is probably a good way to put it. I can press A to advance, as opposed to, just, if I didn't read it in time, I guess I'll just go screw myself, like it is in Fire Emblem games. When the war concluded, Chloe chose to serve Elaine as his chief lady-in-waiting, rather than return home to her family in Cornea. In this role, she oversaw the domestic needs of the kingdom, though she never kept her spear far from hand in case of crisis. At times, she could be seen reminiscing with her old friends at the Knights' Barracks. A practice which Elaine himself would join when the ideal moment presented itself. I've heard the same theme played in a different way earlier in this game, I think. So it's cool for it to have like a different version during the credits. I'll give my full review afterwards, because we gotta see character epilogues and stuff here. Let's see what's going on with some people. Especially considering we recruited everyone we could. After the war, Hodrick was granted a post as captain of the Cornean Royal Guard, a role which saw him dedicate great attention to the growth of his soldiers and to their unshakable unity. At times, he and his mentor Joseph partook in intense sparring bouts, which never failed to draw onlookers to the training hall. Though offered the role of Chancellor due to his immense efforts in protecting the prince and shepherding the liberation to victory, Joseph declined and instead chose to see out his days as the new king's personal blade. Ever a stern leader, he worked tirelessly to train the soldiers that would serve as Cornea's new guardians and ensure the kingdom would remain safe long after his eventual passing. Renaud returned to the land he had once ruled under Zenoiran's magic, and though some would never forgive his cruel treatment, others came to see the sincere regret with which he earnestly faced their resentment. His commitment towards starting anew saw him grow into a fine leader with an eye ever focused on the future, unhindered by the tragic failings which plagued his past. Yeah, the combination of, like, here's a little smidge of credits, then here's, like, the next character epilogue, then a smidge of credits, the next character epilogue. That's cool. I like that. Are we not gonna have Monica in this, too? This scene, maybe? Would've been cool. Clive. Declining a position within the Royal Guard, Clive returned to the province of the Ashen Blue and begun work on establishing a new form of self-governance with his fellow knights. His bold philosophy espoused the virtues of collective rule over a single authority. Gosh dang it, I pressed A too soon by accident. What the heck? I forgot my little cousin took those. Hold on. It's not gonna auto-advance and make me miss the opportunity to, to read it. Unless I'm just dumb and press A early. I finished the one paragraph, and so my brain told me it was time to press A. His bold philosophy, which espoused the virtues of collective rule over a single authority, soon spread through the province, from the knights of its order to the farmers in its fields. Okay, After the war, Adel returned to the province of the Ashen Blue, a decorated hero, beloved by fellow knights and townsfolk alike. His bright demeanor saw him remain ever popular, playing with local children during the day and partaking in revelry at the province's lively taverns by night. In the end, he chose to live out his days as a beloved knight in the company of his people. He was part of one of my most OP squads, if not my most OP squad. The Liberation disbanded, Baroness set out to travel Cornea and hone her skills, hunting bandits and aiding in the reconstruction all the while. Years later, she was welcomed back to the province of the Ashen Blue, where she chose to settle down and become an instructor in the military arts, thus giving rise to the mightiest army the province had ever known. Oh, we have some more people over here. And yeah, the general art and aesthetic of this game is so good and charming. So visually satisfying. With his role with the Liberation concluded, Rolf's reputation as a brave hunter earned him a post as guardian of Cornea's forests. This duty saw him not only defend the land from wild beasts and poachers, but tend to the natural bounty of the region and heal the scars of battle inflicted across the woodlands. Such benevolent deeds brought him nigh endless praise from the people he served. After the war, Morden abandoned his life as a mercenary and lived on as a humble stonemason. While the reconstruction of Bar Batimo was his first priority, he eventually turned his gaze toward the pursuit of aesthetics and the creation of ever more elaborate architectural projects. The stunning facades which lined the main thoroughfare of his home, thus given the name Morden Road upon his eventual passing, were beloved by all for generations to come. Upon reading off a list of his accomplishments with the Liberation at his mother's graveside, Ach departed on a journey of fervent magical research, never to return to his homeland again. The thesis he enumerated later in life came to be treasured as a comprehensive compendium for hopeful sorcerers who as of yet lacked the requisite background in magical arts. After the war, Jeremy quickly departed from the Liberation and returned to his life as a mercenary, wherein, no matter the danger he found himself in, his quick wit and years of experience always saw him to safety. Upon completing a particularly lucrative job with a few old faces from the war, he and his men drank an entire tavern dry and were thus written the pages of mercenary legend. Amazing. Yeah, and then we get a smidge more credits. That's pretty cool. I do like that, as the camera goes over to the next place where stuff is happening. That is pretty cool. Way to handle credits. I approve. With Cornea restored, Miriam was named Captain of the Knights of the Rose, a role which saw her dignified air and indisputable military prowess earn her the adoration of rising female knights both within her nation's borders and abroad. With a newly placed emphasis on collective strength, the Knights of the Rose quickly grew to be one of the most coveted orders in the land. After the war, Keitra continued to serve in the Knights of the Rose, while also taking up a post guarding the people of Grand Corinne. Whenever trouble struck, she and her hammer were always quick to the scene, much to the delight of onlooking citizens. As a skilled craftswoman, she also aided in rebuilding the city, and enjoyed unique popularity amongst the local children due to her sharp wit and fiery attitude. Though her efforts in the war saw Fran offered a commanding role in the Knights of the Rose, she politely declined, stating that she preferred to stand as an equal rather than a superior. Retaining this status granted her the latitude to charge into battle to rescue her allies at a moment's notice, a fact which all who knew her agreed was for the best. Where are we going to next? This next one's gonna be Monica. This one is. And maybe some other people, I don't know. Maybe Melisandre and Colm too. Yep. Oh, and Clive comes back for this one too. Did it ever work out between Clive and Monica? With peace returned to Cornea, Melisandre slipped past Elaine's watchful advisors day after day in order to request his hand in marriage. Stop simping. While her wish never came to pass, the beauty and vigor of her spirited blade were the highlight of many a royal banquet, thus stole the hearts of countless guests. After the war, House Mayette began to reclaim its former glory, a pursuit that Colm enjoyed even more than his lady Melisandre herself. Though she had always posed him an array of challenges, the fact that Cornea's new king was the object of her affection presented an endless struggle for her faithful steward. In light of Monica's deeds with the liberation, the noble House Nordheim's name was restored to its rightful place of honor and respect. Her calm demeanor, stately dedication, and moral clarity earned her the fierce support of her people, a groundswell which only grew after her grandfather's passing. While she bore great commitment toward helping her people, she never forgot to honor her vassals in the annual stargazing festival that she herself was responsible for creating. I was kind of curious to hear if there was anything going on between her and Clive again. I mean, he showed up there, so maybe they're cool again now, maybe they're on good terms. I don't know if it's anything past that, or... What? After the war, Aramis saw to it that Gilbert was crowned king and left Sol Draga to support his brother in the restoration of Drakenhold, taking the guise of a mercenary, a stage actor, a sailor, and much more along the way. In the centuries to follow, local legends throughout the nation told of a host of men named Aramis, who appeared to help when the land seemed to be at its most vulnerable. With the war concluded, Hilda laid down her spear and pursued an expertise in medicine so that she might aid those who still suffered. After years of ardent study, she became an apothecary and joined Prim in caring for the sick and infirm throughout Fevrith. Forevermore would history speak of the countless lives she and her sister saved astride her gallant, loyal wyvern. Similarly, Prim's attention turned after the war toward the ailing peoples of Fevrith and supporting Hilda's dogged pursuit of medical knowledge however she could. Her work caring for the infirm eventually led the Orthodoxy to bestow upon her the title of Honorary Angel, an acolyte which Prim could only humbly decline. But why? Why decline? Violin 1, Violin 2. I think I prefer Violin 2, personally. Sorry, Violin 1. Yes, not at your horse. With the war concluded, Albin donated his earnings to the people of Drakenhold's desert and took up the task of rebuilding his home. Soon enough, towns in the region grew prosperous indeed, and the land once known for its crime and banditry began to flourish and true under Albin's benevolent leadership. After years in the desert, he acquired a ship and sailed the oceans in search of new ventures. Magellan set out to reunite his old band who had scattered across Drakenhold, after which he returned to the desert and announced them as a group of reformed, chivalrous thieves. Tales of their virtues spread even beyond the desert's borders, attracting a horde of young aspirants looking to join their ranks. As the band's numbers continued to grow, their keep became a vibrant settlement that saw steady progress under Magellan's guidance. I think it was Magellan, not Magellan. After the liberation disbanded, Liza joined Magellan on his journey and met an influential trader along the way, whom she impressed with her sharp tongue and keen business acumen. While she had always been skilled in the ways of trade, she was able to build a far more profitable enterprise than she ever imagined with the funds she earned during the war. She then used her wealth to bolster the desert's economy and improve the lives of all within. With the war concluded, Gilbert appointed Gloucester as ruling lord over the desert. There, he worked with Albin to better conditions for the people of the Dunes and championed them from a position of authority. His benevolence and unshaking sense of duty earned him the adoration of his citizens, who erected a statue depicting Gloucester atop his loyal steed after his eventual passing. I just noticed the cat in the bottom right there. Voice recording section. Voice acting in this game was pretty good, I do have to say. Like, not perfect, but it was pretty good. Pretty solid, I would definitely say. After the war, Malia returned to Baumrat and shattered her undefeated streak atop its rankings. Yet despite her assured victory, the crowds never failed to cheer her on. Upon her eventual defeat many years later, she rejoiced to have met another warrior as fearless as she, and at Amalia's urging, the two set forth towards new horizons. Yeah, at least it's the official arts of Bravely Default. I don't know if I'd say the game itself, though. As a central figure in the reformed Tricorn mercenaries, Bruno found himself instrumental to the band's renewed efforts. Ever striving to become Berengaria's equal on the field of battle, he easily gained the trust and respect of his fellow mercenaries, though his immense strength meant skirmishes ended before others could earn even the slightest glory. After the war, Travis traveled the world with the reformed Tricorn mercenaries, proving both his skill and intellect along the way. As a lover of literature, an uncommon trait among mercenaries, he always brought rare and valuable tomes to add to his expanding library whenever work led him home. Oh, I guess it doesn't say the thing for Berengaria here, because there's gonna be a thing for her at the end, because that's who we got hitched to. So her thing's gonna be a little bit different later, but that's normally where she'd show up, and it would normally tell her epilogue. Be the case. That guy's name is Herman, right? After the war, Gilbert was coronated as the new king of Drakenhold and immediately made a name for himself as a savvy ruler. Long had he chased his brother's shadow, yet now he stood in a light of his own making, one which filled his people with hope and joy. And years to come, history would sing his praises as a heroic king who single-handedly delivered his land from the all-consuming ashes of war. With the war concluded, Virginia received a proposal of marriage from the newly crowned King Gilbert, an offer she gladly accepted. As a representative of Cornia and Drakenhold both, she was beloved by both nations for the stride she made toward goodwill and unity. Over the years, her bold demeanor and skillful blade work earned her the love and adoration of countless fervent admirers. After the war, the relationship between Cornia and Drakenhold was mended at last, and Leia officially entered Virginia's service. When her lady gave birth to a royal heir some years later, Leia surprised the court by doting on the newborn prince even more than his loving parents. When the prince grew old enough to wield a sword, Leia served as his stern yet kind master. I also couldn't help but notice that the note about Gilbert and Virginia getting together was saved for Virginia's epilogue text and not Gilbert's. Therefore, if you gave the Ring of the Maiden to Virginia, then you could still have Gilbert's epilogue be unchanged, and then you just don't show Virginia's, and then everything works out. After the war, Celeste continued her work leading the local Elhan militia, swooping down from the skies to aid a townsperson in danger or provide relief to an injured soldier. One person rescued by Celeste later started a business by which his customers could travel into the sights of Fethrith atop a noble griffin, a venture which he named after his savior. Seeking to make amends for the wrongs he committed during his time with the Black Talons, Gamel and his men traveled the land, engaging in philanthropic ventures all the while. Such deeds drew the attention of his fellow thieves and other young rogues, whom he graciously let join the cause. His sister, having at last overcome her cruel illness, was often seen at his side. After the war, Mandrin's friendship with Gamel remained steady as ever, and the two traveled the continent together. Eager to cheer up Gamel's now recovered sister, he invited her along to show her the incredible sights Fethrith has to offer. The three lived almost as family, though Gamel refused time and again whenever Mandrin asked for his sister's hand in marriage. You don't really need Gamel's permission for that, but I mean, what do I know? Motions and Licensing Business Department. I assume at the tree here we're gonna see some of the main head honchos of Elheim. big chillin' over here. That or they're gonna be in the kingdom. Oh, Chloe's over here. Oh, no, wasn't the cast I expected then. Guess they're gonna be in the main kingdom. It's the case. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia here intensifies. After the war, Yana brought her powerful magic to bear as Cornea's court sorceress. Toward the end of her life, she tearfully retired from the king's service and returned to her swamp to teach the rising generation of witches as their wise village elder. It's said that she maintained her youthful visage until her final days and departed this world surrounded by her steadfast disciples. After the war, Selvi continued to travel the lands pursuing her research into ancient Zenoira. With memory of the Empire's modern reign fresh in their minds, the world was eager to learn more of their deeds and days of old. Selvi's work garnered immense interest. As deeper understanding of Zenoira's history and culture spread through Fevrith, further scholars built upon Selvi's findings, thus memorializing her as a pioneer in the field. The war concluded. Rydiel at last realized her dream of becoming a knight of Elheim. Though some still whispered about her half-elf blood, she unflinchingly proved herself through great skill and valor, thus silencing those who discriminated against her. In a few years' time, she came to attain even greater glory than her mother before her, and stood as a proud beacon of hope for half-elves throughout every corner of Elheim. But yeah, we shall see there what ends up happening soon enough. Music business team. What does that mean exactly? Athelian's one of my favorite characters in this game. Not gonna lie. Returning to Elheim, Rosalind traveled the nation to support her brethren as they overcame the atrocities committed by Zenoira. Even amidst her busiest moments, she always made time to visit Eltolind, and given her role as augur to the Thuranos, the two spent countless hours in each other's company. After the war, Athelion continued to stand in Rosalind's service, not only acting as her personal guard, but sharing stories of her exploits with awestruck Dark Elven children. It's said that he and a human woman lived out their days together in loving marriage. Oh, that was the one where when we recruited him was like, please don't go, and he's like, no, I must do this. Like, do not fret, and yada yada, or whatever it was like. I just know that she was big into him, and he was like, no, I gotta go do this. That's what I remember. After the war's end, Raylanor continued to serve Rosalind as captain of her personal guard. Having been separated from her lady during the invasion of Elheim, Raylanor gained a renewed sense of duty and refused to leave Rosalind's side, even when the situation didn't call for a guard's protection. However, Rosalind herself found this dedication to be quite endearing indeed. I still can't get over the differences in character design between male and female elven fencers. Like, it's ridiculous. Corporate administration, DIU. At least it's not a DUI. Nice stride. The war with Zenoira concluded. Eltolind returned to Elheim to restore its charred forests and downtrodden settlements to their long-forgotten glory and pride. By the time the nation had recovered in true, elves and humans had formed a deeper bond of unity, and the divine Thuranos commanded the respect and love of both races alike. After the war, Galadmir was reinstated as Eltolind's personal guard, and served faithfully beside the divine Thuranos. Though the land had entered a time of peace, she trained ever diligently with the bow. One legend speaks of a day when she spotted a vile rogue at Elheim's border, and fired upon him from miles away through a crenel at Castle Lorhall, piercing him with a single arrow. After the war, Linalagos first aid in the reconstruction of Elheim, before swearing his loyalty to Eltolind anew, thus serving her as her second-in-command for all of Elheim. From that moment forth, he dedicated his life to protecting Ervelda, securing Elheim, and ensuring the peace of the Elven land would never again be disturbed by war. Good on you, dude. So going over to Pistorius. Consumer software div. What's going on with the furries, huh? I do quite like the Viking aesthetic with the long ships. I will say here. I think that's pretty cool. Word of the courageous human raised by Bestrel spread throughout Fevrith, eventually drawing the gaze of renowned historians who penned tales of her exploits in freeing Bestorius. The magnitude of her story resonated across the lands, and Unifi and her heroic brethren came to be idolized by children everywhere, even those who had never once met a Bestrel. At the behest of the other Bestrel bloodlines, Morar ascended the throne as the new king of Bestorius, and sole surviving line Bestrel. Having experienced life as a human and Bestrel both, he ruled without discrimination and quickly garnered loyal support from subjects of all races and bloodlines. Even after Zenoira's collapse, Ramona continued to lead the Frostblooms in aiding wounded Bestrels and restoring Bestorius to its former glory with her vast wisdom and keen insight. She also served as counsel to the new king of Bestorius, thus dedicating her life to Bestrel prosperity and aiding their relations with other lands of Fevrith. With the other lands of Fevrith, whatever. How words work. Project management team. I hope they manage that project real good. Hopefully. At first I thought we were going over to the place that Chef Gordon Ramsay was kidnapping all those kids. In that area of Bestorius. It couldn't be the end of a, anime, semi-anime, whatever you'd call this art style, themed game, without a hot spring scene, Noah. Though offered a role as Knights Captain by the new King of Bestorius, Roval declined, thus handing the post to a trusted subject and returning home to manage his grandfather's tavern. Despite its age, the tavern thrived for years to come as a warm, welcoming establishment and a treasured haven for weary Bestrels taking part in the restoration of Bestorius. With the war concluded, Bertrand lent his hammer to the restoration of Bestorius, and the construction of monuments to honor those fallen in battle. Every year, the anniversary of the war's end saw Bestorius blanketed in the bittersweet aroma of flowers left as offerings at those monuments. I do quite like me the violin in this theme. I very much think that the violin is my favorite instrument. It is very nice. It would be nice if there was more to this theme, like more different stuff going on and then it loops, but oh well. At the suggestion of a dear friend, Dinah and the Snow Petals traveled throughout Bestorius to aid in the ongoing reconstruction efforts. Her fierce loyalty and firm leadership proved equally as useful in times of peace, and her successes saw countless hopefuls aspiring to join the Snow Petals, human and Bestrel alike. In time, her distrust of humans thawed like the northern ice in the light of spring. Okay. I think that's everyone in Bestorius apart from the Rock Rats group. Right? Not losing my mind here. Yep. Yep, indeed. After the war, Nina returned home, much to the joy and relief of Mille and her parents. I forget how that name's pronounced. Having reconciled with her family, she then departed once again to travel the world and aid in the ongoing reconstruction efforts. In time, tales of her exploits spread through the land, and admirers gathered in every town in hopes of meeting the vivacious knight. I've never seen that word before, vivacious. Bryce reformed the Rock Rats in true, not as bandits, but as a band of mercenaries seeking to aid in the post-war recovery of Fevrith. His kindness, humility, and eagerness to accept tasks few would dare endure saw him grow into a respected figure among both the townsfolk and his fellow mercenaries. Alright, now we're going over to Albion. Quite a few testers here. All to Win Inc. was QA cooperation. With the war concluded, Sharon returned to Rondmort Church to tend to the wounded. Everywhere she and her trusted companion Oculus went, they were met with kind hearts and a restored faith in the church's teachings. In time, their tale came to be immortalized in a massive stained glass window adorning the wall of their beloved Rondmort. After the war, Oculus laid down her sword in exchange for a prayer book, and thus took up residence in Rondmort Church to spread the Orthodoxy's teachings. There, her status as an angel saw her inspire fervent faith in those around her. Even without a blade in hand, without blade in hand, she forever strived to sever the encroaching roots of evil. After the war, Rhaenys led a quiet life in humble service of her Albion Abbey. Her kind, caring nature saw many of her former allies visit the church to offer their prayers, and reminisce over a warm meal. In times of leisure, she would pay visits to Scarlet. The two quickly rekindled their years-forgotten friendship. After the war, Tatiana traveled the world to broaden her knowledge and advance her medical studies should the plague strike again. Though she believed that faith alone could never heal the sick, she softened her stance upon witnessing the warmth, care, and curative magics the land's churches offer their people. Upon her return to Cornea, her research was greatly funded by King Elaine, and in time, it grew to form the central tenets of Beverth medical practice. Well, it's a good thing we didn't murder you, huh? Like the game had offered to me at one point. I mean, same with so many of these characters, where it's recruit them or execute them. Like, gee, I wonder what I should choose. But yeah, that's understandable there. But yeah, I said more than that, but I do hope that you have a good rest of the night there, Gruzma. After the war, Scarlet ceded the pontificate to Sanatio and returned to Polivia to live out the rest of her days as a humble priestess. There, her presence saw renewed faith in the Orthodoxy as believers gathered to hear her sermons and tales of Albion's savior. At times, she could be seen in the cathedral's garden, conversing warmly with a young angel and an imposing man clad wholly in black armor. After the war, Eumeris spent her days defending the Orthodoxy as a sacred knight, pursuing her study of botany all the while. The verdant flower garden she tended to quickly became one of Albion's most sought-after pilgrimage sites. It's said that at times, she could be seen hosting Scarlet in that very garden. The two reminisced about their distant childhoods. Yeah. Do hope they have an awesome rest of the night, though, Gruzma. This is gonna be the place with the swole dude. The big shield. There he is. After the war, Jerome returned to Largian and began restoring the city and its surrounds with the undying aid of his beloved citizens. Though lacking in mastery of governance, his kindness, loyalty, and the occasional baked good earned him the never-ending trust and affection of his people. His work with the liberation complete, Kadokia returned to Paeston and began to walk the long road toward reconstruction. His unwavering dedication toward the task at hand earned him the renewed trust of his people, and together they ushered in a new age of peace and prosperity. In time, his beloved son's grave came to be forever adorned with flowers and offerings. Before you go, kind of curious to know about how many hours did you put into this game here? I think I'm above 140 now. I don't think I've hit 150. Somewhere between 140 and 150 at this point, I'm fairly certain. Something like that. After the war, Sanatio traversed Albion to aid in the reconstruction, wherein witnessing the breadth of faith in the land thus altered his own beliefs. Despite Scarlet's insistence, he had long declined the pontifical mitre, but in time, he relented and chose to honor the trust of those who believed in him. Thereafter, as the new pontifex, he and Nigel worked tirelessly to guide the Orthodoxy down the proper path and spread its teachings to any who would listen. I guess we don't get the other two characters' backstories here. Alright, now we get, like, full proper credits here. Yeah, it's a decent bit of hours. This is a game that you can basically have take as long as you want it to take. In some ways, I do very much appreciate how you can go face the final boss whenever you want. That it's one of those kinds of games where, if you're good enough, you can just fight him whenever. Like, of course, you're gonna get a bad ending if you don't get the true power of the unicorn ring. But I mean, even if you do that, do you ever even really need to go to Bastorius or Albion, realistically? Like, I guess I got the extra character of Nigel by going to Bastorius. So going to Elheim lets you get the true ending, because you can unlock the power of the unicorn ring. Going to Drakenhold gets you that one wave of reinforcements out the northeastern corner of the map. Did I say Albion already? Albion gets you Nigel. And then, and then it's gonna fade out from there. And then, gosh dang it. So Drakenhold is reinforcements, Albion is Nigel. Elheim is for the true ending, and then Bastorius, I think, then gives you the opportunity to talk to the Bestrels because they're not being mind-controlled. But I got a little bit overexcited and I killed them anyway. But that's neither here nor there. So I assume I could have turned the Bestrels over to my side. Thus Berengaria and Elaine were wed, and lavished with the love of their citizens. While they led Cornea together at first, Berengaria's sharp wit ill-fit the role of queen, and Elaine tasked her with restoring the Tricorn mercenaries to their bygone glory. Wow, we got 3 lines out of it. Finn. Well, at least there's something. Just like, yeah, you suck as queen. How about you go dick around with those mercenaries you were leading at one point? I guess is the ending. You may now commence the quest Unicorn Overlord at the start of the final confrontation against Galerius. What does that mean? You may now commence the quest Unicorn Overlord at the start of the final confrontation against Galerius. The final confrontation against Galerius is the quest Unicorn Overlord. So what do you mean I can now commence the quest Unicorn Overlord at the start of the final confrontation? That is the final confrontation. What the hell are you smoking, game? You can now explore Grand Corinne and the surrounding area after Elaine's coronation. You may now visit the altar on Palavia to return to before you perform the Rite of the Covenant. Wait, you can now visit the altar on Palavia to return to before you perform the Rite of the Covenant. Oh, can I... just saying that you could, like, undo marriage and, like, give the Ring of the Maiden to someone else at any point? Is that what that means? A new quest is now available at the ruins in northwestern Cornea. You may now be prompted to save your clear data. You may then load this data to gain access to various new possibilities. Sure. And okie doke, take care there, Guzma. And yeah, the Overlord, how's it going today, Reggie Bump? You're sure into slot 5. And in total, I have, 140 hours or more. That was pretty on the money there.